How you doing, everyone? I'm Manny. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be digging into the Amazon Relay, how much I made for the year 2023. Was it worth it being an owner-operator running Amazon Relay? Uh, Me personally, I do think it was worth it. I made the transition from active duty straight to running a business, and the freedom meant everything to me. Um, so we're gonna go right into this. So for the year 2023, uh, my company has generated 170,000. Now, that's an awfully large number. It's probably the most money I've ever generated in my entire life. I have a bachelor's degree um, in criminal justice. I'm welding certified, and this is the most money I ever made in a career that you only had to go 4 weeks into a school environment to get your CDL. Um, so I have a $15,000 cash truck. That one truck, the 2009 Volvo, has generated 170,000 running Amazon Relay for a year, jumping in between contracts and load board with Amazon Relay. So out of 170,000, we spent $1,400 in totals for the year. And I wrote these down for the quarters, quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. And this is fuel, what I spent in fuel and the total miles. So I spent 31,952 in fuel for a total of about 70. We'll average it out to 74,000 miles for the year. That's all I've driven. This is all local miles. I might have touched a couple states, but mainly this is all Texas. Didn't really leave Texas at all. I'm not a traditional over the road. I never worked for a company. This is me working for myself. 74,000 miles total, and we spent $32,000 in fuel. Expenses. Now, expenses is quite large. $50,000 in expenses. This is going to include an additional second cash truck, $10,000. This is going to include two additional pieces of equipment, a $1,500 belly dump, and a $1,500 28-foot dry van trailer. This is also going to include maintenance and repairs for both trucks, pieces of equipment for the trailers to get them up and running, registration. The belly dump trailer is insured and registered. Um, but for parts and for the other trucks, as well as some of the maintenance done on the 2009 Volvo, which the biggest expense was replacing a turbo, and that added up to $6,000, which was towards the end of the year of 2023 is what I spent. This is also going to include um, storage fees, right? I have 4 parking spots in the garage, and that adds up to $800 a month. So we added that into the expenses of $50,000 because that's part of a business. I need to store my trucks, and I have a garage that I go to fix everything. Um, and insurance. We're going to talk about insurance. Insurance. I started paying $2,300 after August when I had to renew my 1 year. Uh, Progressive was pretty much the only person that was taking me as an owner operator because technically on their paper I'm still new and that stuff. From the year prior, I was averaging about $1,200 until Progressive started buying everyone out. And I had to put a $5,000 deposit for Progressive this year in August. So for the total of insurance for the year 2023, we're looking at 21,500 for the insurance for the year. So after expenses, fuel, tolls, we're looking at 66,000 or 65,000 for the year as an owner operator, and you can understand why the rate per mile is a big deal because when you average everything out at the end of the year, it really isn't a whole lot. But I am making it right because I have cash equipment. So when you see drivers out there leasing a truck and either running the load board or making payments on the truck, and I've talked to a couple drivers running a load board because I had an Amazon load going to a third party location, and I ran into a driver. He said he was averaging about $2,500 with fuel at the end of the week, and I was actually making more with Amazon. So when you look at those numbers and my numbers, you can only imagine someone who's making payments on their truck, or if they're not running Amazon and they're pulling £40,000 loads every day. That takes a toll on your truck as far as when you get a breakdown, more wear and tear, and with the expenses, I get used tires. The only new tires that I get are front steers. Um, so is it worth it being an owner operator? For me, in my case, yes, it was worth it because I came off active duty and I ran a business and I'm still here. Um, what changes can we make is now, all right, you have to pay attention to the election, right? Depending on what particular person is in office, uh, there could be changes as far as the trucking market. Okay, a particular person said that on day one they're in office is they're going to drill oil. So if that's the case, you need right now. If I were looking at this video, I would be getting my hazmat tankers, all those endorsements, getting prepared. Get your TWIC card, and I already started looking for apartments down here in Texas, near the oil field, or somewhere that's in the area, because if they're gonna start drilling oil, there's gonna be money in oil for the next 4 years at least. So right now, my plan is I'm trying to figure out a way for me to get into a tanker, or the experience to get into a tanker. I'm still gonna be running Amazon, and if I do become a company driver, I'm gonna keep my DOT numbers open and still just pay the $2,300 a month to keep it open as long as I can. Uh, I've been talking about it with my wife about still going to Australia to check the scenery out for a truck driver, to make contact with people out there. Um, but if you're watching this video, please take into consideration that a cash truck is everything. Uh, Sorry about that. I'll call them back. A cash truck, man, that's the way to go. There's a lot of cheap trucks out there that you can get that are really good. Pre-E-log is something I would look into. I get a lot of messages about, if financing is a good option. If finance is a good option for you, you can deal with these numbers, because these are going to be similar numbers to what you're going to be making or making for the year 2024, right? Because we're still in the same person in office. Amazon hasn't changed a whole lot. You have to run a certain way with Amazon if you wanna do Amazon. I have actually. I'm gonna show you guys. My page right now is at 100. Let me see. I'm at 100, so I can run contracts in between contracts and load board. I think a couple videos ago, my number dropped down to an 80 because I rejected contracts because there was so many changes going on with Amazon. So I got my rating back up to 100 for the year 20, for the month, I guess. That's not always going to be 100 because we had a rainstorm and it was a mess in San Antonio. So it kind of messed up my account and a load that I had or I was on. But you have to if you want to run Amazon for the year 2024, you got to move with the way Amazon is moving. And just because the rate is too low, you can't also keep your truck sitting too long because you're not making any money. If you're in a slow market, you got to get into a hotter market. Me, I stay in San Antonio. If I don't like what's going on, I just come right back home. And then, I got a way I move. I still look at other load boards. I look at Truck Smarter. I'm always looking at Schneider. I'm always looking at Uber Freight. And I'm just looking. I haven't signed up with a new broker. I did sign up with a broker called Bobcat Incorporated out there in New Braunfels, Texas. They were the guys that do loads with belly dumps, which I have done my first load with belly dump that was unsuccessful. So that's why my belly dump is still there, because my first load of dirt did not come out the belly dump. So my belly dump is a 1955 Omaha, and it's not gonna be good for dirt. It's gonna be good for base material or other material, but not dirt specifically, because when they load the dirt, there's boulders in there, and my particular belly dump has 2 doors, so a boulder can get stuck and clog the whole trailer from dumping correctly. So I have one of the pods in the trailer still full of dirt. That's why my belly dump is still sitting, and that's really why I haven't put out a video of me doing belly dump. So I'm running Amazon Relay until I get my belly dump emptied out, and I'm gonna coat it with some graphite stuff for the material to slide up a little bit better, and I'm gonna have to email and message the broker and the dispatcher again so they can dispatch me, because the loads that there is posting are loads in San Antonio or around San Antonio, and I just wanted something else to do other than Amazon. So I'm still learning that particular area, and when I get there, I'm gonna share it with you guys. But in the meantime, those are my numbers for the year 2023 of running Amazon Relay only. And those are my honest numbers, right? So when you see owner operators out there, you think are they really making money? But these are numbers that I'm showing you here. And I still drive a 1988 Honda Civic. I haven't really changed much. I do have 2 trucks now and more equipment. So any money that I'm really making, I'm really just trying to put it back into the business, because in the long term, it's gonna work out and pay off. And you just have to be patient. If you can stay in the game long enough, you are gonna get your winnings at some point. So that's just what I'm waiting for. I still got a roof over my head. I'm grateful, and I'm still learning, and I'm still here. I'm still making it. So, but I got to give you guys the truth. Being an owner operator running Amazon, you know, are you really making money? You know, is there money in Amazon Relay? I think there is. I think that it all comes down to you as the driver. You know, how low can you keep your expenses? You know, so I'm gonna end this video here so I can put out the truth to you guys about Amazon Relay for the year 2023. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.